I'll keep going till my speakers can't blow. I'll keep going till my speakers can't blow. I'll keep going till my speakers can't blow. I'll keep going till my speaker calm. I'll keep going till my speaker calm low. 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 Till my speaker calm. I'll keep going till my speaker calm low. I'll keep going till my speaker calm low. I'll keep going till my speaker calm low. I'll keep going till my speaker calm low.
Sometimes you gotta pray for a victory. Yeah, I'm overzealous when I'm thinking about the cash flow. I never had no handouts, just came natural. I've been tested so much, all these restless nights, all these different situations that I've been through. I seen pain trying to creep in through the window, but now I'm sliding through the hood in a benzo. You gotta separate yourself just to elevate. I keep some drink in my cup to see through the hate. Sometimes on the road to glory, you gotta press the brakes. I got a lesson plan for all my past mistakes. I swear I'm proud of all my best and my worst days. Proud of on my feet when I touch the ground. Front of A to Beijing, man, they know the sound. I know I made mistakes, but my mama proud. Fans scream my lyrics out in the background. They ain't know me then, but I'm hot now. They say life's a gamble, you gotta roll the dice. I risked a lot of different things just to live this life. When you down bad, you gotta pay the price. I've been through hell and back just to live this life. They say life's a gamble, you gotta roll the dice. I risked a lot of different things just to live this life. When you down bad, you gotta pay the price. I've been through hell and back just to live this life. I'm faced with a lot of different choices these days. Do a rock and roll, Lex account a blue face. The whole world know my name off a mixtape. I still got the same brothers since 6th grade. G-Wagon, red seats, we on Biscayne. Trips to the Florida Keys, we imported these. Thanking God for the life he afforded me. All this jewelry on my body, I could like the hood. I need a brown skinned chick just like Megan Good. Holding up every promise that I ever made. Music in the background, it's a serenade. Been rapping 10 years, boy, this ain't a phase. I paid dues, paid rent, and I stayed the same. I had teardrops running down my face. I've been through a lot, I had real pain. But thank God, cause we really on a better days. They say life's a gamble, you gotta roll the dice. I risked a lot of different things just to live this life. When you down bad, you gotta pay the price. I've been through hell and back just to live this life. They say life's a gamble, you gotta roll the dice. I risked a lot of different things just to live this life. When you down bad, you gotta pay the price. I've been through hell and back just to live this life. What's a life without sacrifice? Sometimes sometimes you gotta thank God and just roll the dice. Pacino.
The road to the top is a riddle. What will be my destiny? Money and fame are awaiting, but not enough is raining on me. Maybe I should give it all up. How much more can I take? Out here singing to the heavens. When I gonna get my break? I can run this town. 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 How will I get out of the jungle? Everybody wanna stop me. 10 more steps up the mountain. Now your feet, this is a shakedown. Order up that beat just like it's takeout. Show me you got soul inside those new shoes, and you can rock and roll with an attitude. So good, so fresh, just the way you like it. Just the way you like it. So good, so fresh. You're the new MC, you got the remix. Keep it on repeat, just let the beat kick. Everywhere you go, you bring the roof down. Everybody knows you got your own sound. So good, so fresh, just the way you like it. Just the way you like it. So good, so fresh. Yeah, you like it, the way you like it. Oh, yeah, you like it, the way you like it now. Yeah, you like it, the way you like it. Oh, so good, so fresh. Get up on your feet. Show me you got soul. Just the way you like it. So good, so fresh. Just the way you like it. So good, so fresh. Get up on your feet, this is a shakedown.
ESL presents ESL Challenger League in partnership with Intel, Acer Predator, DHL, and Kidia.
It starts with a dream, with a team you barely know, in an amateur official that feels like the grand final, where practice becomes progress, and every loss feels like a lesson. When will your journey begin?
Here's to the challengers, the ones who don't just settle for decent elo, but hunger for something more. The ones who don't just queue for another match, but prepare for war. You can doubt them, overlook them, even count them out, but you can't stop them.
Right now, I'm with Dupree, who I can see has got tears.
While others play for fun, they play for legacy. This is ESL League, where challengers take their first step.
Damn, guys, we almost had this.
Thank God that's over.
Bored of endless matchmaking? Take your first steps towards EPL, experiencing real strategies against teams of your skill. Learn more at fce.gg/EPL.
Good evening, beautiful people, and welcome back to the final ESL Challenger League Season 50 South America Cup, the pinnacle of the ESL leagues. We've got Crew versus Bestia fighting it out in the lower bracket semi-finals, trying to fight through for a spot in the regional finals, which Bestia already have. But before we delve into those games, my name is Freddie Okumi Runner, and I'm joined by the one and only Mr. Hayes. How you doing?
I'm doing well, mate. I'm looking forward to the action today. I think it should be a fantastic game between two regional rivals. Got a little bit of an Argentinian derby lined up, and this is the lower bracket as well. So if you lose this game, you're out of contention. Of course, like you said, Bestia already locked themselves a spot into the regional finals. Crew looking to try and do that here in Cup 4. It's going to be a difficult run for them, and there's certainly substantial underdogs coming into this particular matchup.
Yeah, Crew specifically, they have tried their mettle, they have tried their hand at previous ESL Challenger Cups, and they haven't made it too far. So as of now, they have made it the furthest. And you know what? It's no slouch. They beat Odic. They lost to a team like 9Z. That is, I think, in my opinion, no shame. We shouldn't be sitting here and saying, oh, you lost to 9Z. So I think that's actually pretty commendable. But for Bestia, dropped down by Shinden. However, these guys, they're like lower bracket merchants at this stage in the ESL Challenger Cups.
Yeah, I mean, they've been on a bit of a run a few times now, as we can see how much we've actually populated the upper bracket. Just two teams left remaining. 9Z against Sharks should actually be a pretty banging game. I think I backed 9Z to get the win there. They don't have a spot in the regional finals yet. So I'd say for 9Z, it's probably, I feel like Cup 4 is the most important for them out of all the teams left remaining to try and lock themselves a spot into the regional finals. Shinden Bounty Hunters, the other game going on concurrently alongside this one. And as we can see, Bestia beat Dash Skins yesterday, Fake Dobiru the game before that, and then obviously we dropped down into the lower bracket before that game. So yeah, I mean, I feel like this is going to be the first kind of like stiff competition they've run into in the lower bracket so far.
That's kind of what happens when you go down so early. Actually, amusing enough, in the last Challenger Cup they played in, they came third and were in the lower bracket round 1. So they're no strangers to this. But Bestia, they're a team that kind of everyone, I think, is probably the more familiar name in this matchup. They were inches, centimeters away from qualifying for the Budapest Major, but they narrowly missed out by, I think, what was less than 40 points by beaten out by Red Canids. However, they've got a slightly different roster, and Hayes, break it down for us.
Yeah, for some reason or other, Bestia are not playing with Luchov at the moment, which is actually quite surprising. For me, they're second best player after Thomason. He's a really important piece to the roster as well, because He's like, I like to describe him as the tip of the spear, because he's the opener, Thomason is the closer. It's a beautiful yin and yang that BESTIA have. But now Luchov, like I said, for reasons we don't know, hasn't played in the game yesterday. He's not playing in the game today either, which gets me a little bit like, why haven't they disseminated why Luchov isn't playing? The stand-in that they are using, Lexi, is very good, I will say. Like, relatively speaking, for an academy player who's got like 6 matches on record on HLTV, I was impressed by him yesterday. So it's not like a huge problem for BESTIA, but it should certainly open up the door a bit more for Crew with BESTIA playing with that stand-in.
Yeah, I mean, like, from stats wise, he looked pretty impressive. An academy player stepping up to this level is no easy feat, especially with the skill disparity levels in this region. But taking a look at the veto, we've got Nuke, Ancient, Nuke being picked by Crew, Ancient being picked by BESTIA, and then Overpass as the decider. These two teams actually did play a couple months ago, albeit a slightly different roster, and we have a completely different veto. Nuke's the only remainder, but yeah, kind of a fresh set of maps, even though this was only about 3 months ago. From what I remember, BESTIA, they're pretty damn good at Ancient.
I'm just surprised they've banned out Dust in the second phase of the veto so that Overpass would come through as the decider. I guess it's also just maybe not wanting to play against Crew on a map that Crew really enjoy, and they said instead ended into territory that neither team is super comfortable, but that doesn't read like as a decision that a favorite would make, trying to get an edge in the veto in that regard by eliminating their opponent's strength. So I don't know, we'll have to see. I mean, BESTIA were very good on Dust 2 yesterday against Dashkin, so quite surprising to see that one, actually. And I thought that because they're playing with the stand-in, they'd want to play on like territory that he's played on before, because at least he's got that rep from last night to kind of use to get an idea of, you know, the role he's going to play and the positions he's going to play on the map. So some new territory, right? Because Lexi didn't play Nuke yesterday, didn't play Overpass, so certainly will be a bit more difficult for him in that regard if we go to the decider. I mean, Overpass is a very tactical, methodical map, requires a lot of teamwork. So again, even with a stand-in, is Overpass a great option? I'm not so convinced.
Yeah, I'm actually quite worried about this veto and that kind of Overpass, because when I look at it on paper, I don't see Nuke going too well for them, and that's really amusing to say, because in the ESL Challenger Cup that BESTIA won, in the finals, they beat 9Z 13-0 on the map. It was 9Z's map pick, and they beat 9Z 13-0 in the grand finals to make it through to the regional finals on Nuke. Since then, it's been pretty disappointing. They lost to Sharks on it in another grand finals in a different tournament, and in the last recent, they've lost 6 maps of Nuke in a row against varying levels of opponent. So for me, I actually put a lot of emphasis on this opening map on most likely the decider of Overpass, just be like, what's BESTIA going to have up their sleeve? Because Crew, they're in a real shot of causing a bit of an upset, especially if the likes of Misfit, I don't know if you saw, he's been having an absolute tournament.
Yeah, he's been the best player for Crew by some distance. The problem is, like, who else is there to get excited about outside of Misfit on this Crew roster? Because there's been quite a bit of chopping and changing. They decided to bench Ataraxia in favor of Misfit, which I thought was the right decision, but they've only got 4 official players, right? Like Laser, I'm pretty sure Laser was also officially benched.
He's benched. They have to use him because of the VRS core.
Okay, so that just sucks, right? That obviously just sucks for all the parties. It sucks for Laser because now he's going to play with like his ex and still try and, you know, perform the best of his to the best of his abilities. It means that Crew don't get to play with the roster that they're going to be playing with moving forward. You know, Laser 0.94 rating, Reverse of 0.87. He's kind of dropped off a cliff. Trindade is 0.98. So it just feels like they are lacking for firepower outside of Misfit.
Yeah, I mean, like, when you look at this type of roster for Crew, it's what is dead may never die, right? Like, this is the last hurrah for this Crew roster as we know it on our screens right now. And with that in mind, we're going to be heading into map 1. It's Nuke. It's the map pick of Crew, if I'm not mistaken.
It is. You're correct. Ancient
yeah, it is
BESTIA's pick. Oh,
yeah, sorry. It's just
the graphic at the top left. I see.
Wait.
I think the graphic is incorrect.
Yeah, it's
HLTV says crew picked this, yeah.
Yeah, it's Crew's map pick. BESTIA starting on the city side. This is the lower bracket semi-finals. Still a pretty big distance away from making it to that grand finals. And it's Misfit who's in this 3v5. He's trying to make Silent go at it.
Yeah, actually giving themselves a real chance here. Lexi in the vent is going to be able to find himself another the stand-in. Getting 2 in the pistol, but eventually will be overwhelmed. Oh, big moment, Chad Thomason with this Julie's brother. Thomason was just on something yesterday. He was in incredible form in yesterday's game against Dashskins. He's opened up with the double here already. Misfit will get denied on the bomb plant. And it's BESTIA who open up first.
A bit scary seeing how that was a 5 versus 3 for BESTIA. But as you mentioned, Lexi, like if you've got a player coming up from an academy team, the one thing that you can most certainly rely on is he's probably very crisp. And alongside Tamazin and a great read from Kaysen to rotate from ramp to heaven when he did, he was ahead of the curve to able to make sure the bomb doesn't go down. It's a pretty good start for BESTIA, and it's good to see Tamazin coming online because you said he's been on form. I think he has to step up that little bit more while they've got his academy player and without his kind of like best bud of Luchov.
Yeah, exactly. Like I was saying in the pregame, those two just form such a sick duo with Luchov being the opener and Thomason being the closer. Thomason, for me, I was actually having this conversation with Trav yesterday. I think at this point, he might be the best Argentinian rifler of all time. Chew on that one, Freddie.
Who's the competition as a rifler?
I mean, it probably would have used to have been Mayan, I think is the name most people would have gone for in time gone by. And then the other name you'd have to consider is Lucan on 9Z.
No, no competition. Well, actually, I suppose if you are going to make that declaration, we need to see Thomasin play at bigger events because that's been the one thing where I remember for me when he was very publicly on everyone's radar was the Shanghai RMRs. Didn't he have something like a 1.4 rating in the RMRs and they didn't qualify for the major? It was something like stupid like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, I would agree with you. And for me, it's just let's see him cement himself because what Mayan would have done was do it at a top level.
Fair enough. I think that's actually a pretty good way to look at it as, wow, talk about wanting to play on the front foot for BESTIA. Just crunching their way into lobby, just destroying crew. Riggy tries to phase the smoke. He's dead. It's only Trinidad left remaining and... well, he's gotten a kill, but now they know where he is. And I guess, although BESTIA are playing with the stand-in, technically Crew are playing with Laser as a stand-in as well, so it kind of like levels out the playing field in that regard a little bit.
Probably the best way, though, for BESTIA is just don't allow Crew any moment to breathe. It's like, okay, Crew not playing maybe with their most comfortable lineup. Don't show them respect. BESTIA are fundamentally the better players, even if they do have that academy stand-in. They are the better team. They've showed it regionally, especially this year, I think. It's actually a real shame that we haven't seen them at international tournaments. And it's really good to see that Tamazin's regained his form because I don't know if you really noticed. And it's quite hard because he went from like a 1.20 to a 1.10 or whatever. Like he actually did have a pretty rough year and Luchov stepped up. But from my spectating of the South American region the last 3 months, he's regained that form that we once knew from Shanghai. So it's an exciting project and it's scary if there's no Luchov. And this is also just a very exciting hold where I think one player got onto the bomb site from Crew.
Yes, he did get to look at the bomb site, and that was about it, unfortunately. 4-0, blistering start here for BESTIA as they've opened up fantastically so far here on their opponent's map pick.
It's a deafening start. Like, this is a start where it's just like, and 4-0.
Yeah, true. We kind of just like rapidly raced to this 4-0 scoreline, you're right. Alright, well, there is going to be a gun round to follow. And an opportunity for Crew to get things going. No open play for Misfit, but they've got everything they need outside of that. I feel like Reverse's game has fallen off a bit as well. I didn't ever remember him being like an 0.87 kind of player. I know he's the IGL, but he was normally pretty solid, pretty reliable.
Would have seen him on this, right? Like back in those days. Yeah, I mean, he's been around. Like the most recent Isurus roster would have been with some of these players that are actually still on BESTIA, because BESTIA is almost the remnants of what that Isurus roster once was. But this is currently actually the best foothold that Crew has so far in this matchup. They've got a post plant. It's a 4 versus 4, but as soon as I utter that, Notsuke gets a kill to give them the advantage. They don't see him. Head tuck, that is sneaky. And now he has to win out the round for his team. Tamazin, tap on the bomb, and balls of steel from Trinidad. Thomason back onto the tap. And Trinidad, oh my god, this man, he's got ice in his veins, finally does peek out. Kill does come through for the CT side. Is there time? Just about. So close, but no cigar from the player on Crew.
Oh, he's doing it again. Thomason is doing it again. He was incredible yesterday. He dropped his, I think, like his 3rd best rating throughout his career yesterday against Dash Skins, like a 2 point...
Really?
Yeah, 2.46 or something like that. He was 22-3 on the first map, and then 23-7 or something like that. He died like 10 times across 2 maps. He was unplayable.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know. A bit sickening, right? A bit sickening. Across both maps, he goes 2.3. 44 for 11. That is ridiculous.
3rd best map.
I like this a lot there. The double push through the smoke on either side of it is a nice way to try and do it, but Timo will find both those kills.
Jason just tags Laser for 20? Okay, either way, Timo, that's actually a really fantastic hold. That's pretty disappointing that Crew don't come out the other side with just at a minimum an equal standing.
Thing is, for me,
BESTIA.
like, yeah, sorry, mate, to just cut you off there. Like, is that your best option in a gun round on your map pick T-side nuke? We just phasing through smokes at this point, boys, in our gun rounds, like,
especially
kind
round
of
6.
emptied the playbook. Yeah, exactly. We emptied the playbook, exhausted the playbook already. Surely not.
First round, they get lobby crunched, and they're just like, well, can't do that strat again. Yeah, I mean, that was actually I mean, I do love gimmicks, but you gotta
do it in a Take 9 round or something like that. Yeah, exactly. Well,
Notsuke as well. Notsuke's having a pretty tight start. Like, he's definitely not someone. I mean, he's also the man who is the filler of all fillers. Like, he's AWP'd, he's rifled, he's anchored, he's entry. Like, that man, I feel like, has done absolutely everything. He gave up the AWP for Kaysen again, and that, in my opinion, was probably the turning point for this BESTIA squad when they brought Kaysen in, because he's just been like, now he's got the AWP out in these type of CT side games. He's gonna go crazy.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. It was almost like a necessity for Nocta if he wanted to stay in the team, that he would have to give up the AWP, and then he could just focus solely on his IGLing, bringing a very capable AWPer into the mix. I wish Woody would follow suit. Woody from Odic, because it's not happening anymore, man. It hasn't been happening for a very long time. Yeah, since like 2022 or something. Yeah. Since like CCT season 1, I think, man.
Yeah. Another great example of someone who did it was Gafolo, who used to AWP under Notsuke, turned AWP IGL, then brought in MaxCore, or they had Angelo, but we don't talk about him. They brought in MaxCore, and that's also another team that, like, an AWP IGL went, okay, Gafolo was like a 1.2 AWPer in his prime, and he went, no, MaxCore, and that was like a massive change for that roster. Who's in the upper bracket finals?
Yeah, we've seen it happen at the highest level of the game. Fallen, Cadian has done it as well.
Cadian's back on
masked. Even masked. Yeah, I know, but I'm saying he did it back when he had joined Astralis.
Right? The game, Cadian, Fallen, masked. Oh, yeah.
I tried to slip pro in there. All right. Saddle in, Crew. It is an eco round for them, but they've actually been able to set foot into the A bomb site, find the plant as well. Reversive knows he's got a player locked into the vent. Thomason is in deep trouble. Oh, here we go. Finally, Crew have been able to make a round work here.
such a bizarre breakthrough as well, because it's a slow pop onto A, which previously Crew didn't even get out of hut. They barely even got a glimpse of that bomb site. So for them to break through now is hopefully what starts setting success in motion a little bit more. It's their map pick. I was saying that this series kind of has 3 maps written all over it, and then Overpass is like the big inquiry. Bestia, 6 losses on Nuke in a row against kind of a variety of teams, like good but also bad. And they've looked pretty lights out at the start of the CT side. However, now an opportunity to rear its head. Crew on the board, they've got a full buy. Can they start snowballing?
Well, it feels like they have to build on the previous round they've just won. I can't afford for that to just be a round in isolation.
You or die.
Something more that comes off of that. What's the plan going to be? Bestia with heaps of money, even after they've invested here. They've still got money left in the bank. Casson wants to go searching with this AWP. Alrighty.
I wonder if they're aware of this, because Bestia have been very active in taking space towards lobby. That first gun round springs to mind, but also in the mid rounds, they've been very much like, we're going to take this map control away from Crew. So Kaysen, he's on a very deep, very exposed angle. Laser might just walk straight into his crosshair. Oh, gets caught. Left eye peek, very unlucky. But at the same time, Thomason just starts pushing through the door, smoke. They're standing on him, and Nade's gonna blow open, and that is a must-need kill from Laser. Now, it's tricky on this A bomb site. Lexi falls. Somehow Kaysen's alive. He's got one with the AWP. Laser's run out of bullets. This round isn't over, especially because the bomb is being dropped. Why is Reversive facing?
Oh, I don't know. It's going to cost him his life in the meantime. Noxa hasn't really been able to help out all that much. He's trapped in the vent. I think he spotted Ricky, though. He's going to have to do more than just spot him. He goes up the ladder, and he will get the trade necessary. Comes down to the final 1v1, but Noxa will prevail. Oh, Crew, they've dropped the ball. That should have been their round every day of the week off the back of their first 2 kills.
Kaysen misses an AWP shot. He gets away. Tamazin, way too aggressive. Lexi caught out of position, and then Kaysen somehow still gets 2, and then they just decide to just face Timo. I don't know. That is such a big blunder. You said they had to build off that previous round they won, and they've done, if anything, the quite opposite.
At least they're going to be able to get a full buy here coming into this next round. Problem is, if they lose this round, can just almost like write off the map at that point. Could be that far gone. Where's Lexi playing?
Lexi's playing A side.
Okay, yeah.
Probably the best place to put, especially someone of his skill set. Young, aiming, A anger, turret. But speaking about Timo, the ramp player, he's died getting aggressive over towards Secret, and it's caused a bit of a kerfuffle on the Bestia side. They've rotated 2 players down A. They've got down B. They've got no one down ramp. Notsuke's outside, and he's actually just spammed through to put it back into the 4 versus 4. And there's still 2 players down in Secret. Kaysen and Tamazin, though, they're gonna come head to head with 3 players.
Oh, Thomason finds timing for the first. Casson can't connect though. That's just such an awkward position he finds himself in with that AWP. There's another layer though. Lexi, that next man, to try and respond here and keep Crew at bay. Oh, they now know that he's there. This is pretty awkward. Going to drop the utility to try and keep them at bay for now. In the meantime though, Laser has lurked his way into the safe bomb site down the vent ladder. Oh, flirts with the idea. Decides against it, instead gets a kill on Nocte, creates the path for his teammates to just flood into the A bomb site, and Crew will double up their round count.
They knew Notsuke was around that area to begin with because he got the kill through the smoke right onto Rigi. A little bit, I don't know, I guess maybe question mark of what the game plan was there for Bestia. You rotate 2 players down towards Secret with the AWP, and then you want AWP Rifle to push up Secret together?
Yeah, I'm not sure. It doesn't seem like the best idea.
I thought Thomasin was going to go aggressive, which he did. And then Kaysen sit around, like, I guess where Lexi is now almost. Like, you know where you can take a shot, fall back, take a shot, fall back. Like, I thought that's what he was going to do, and then just gets caught here. So whatever their game plan was, unfortunately it gets thwarted, so it gets caught out of position. I'm just not sure what the game plan was to begin with.
And Cassen's missing shots at the moment, man. Like, and not the most difficult ones. He's a very flicky kind of AWPer, and I almost think if you could just like slow down like 5%, that he might be a lot more consistent. BESTIA going to break the bank to afford the buy here in this round. They get everything they need, but a chance for Crew to kind of pry the door open again if they can win this round 7-3, anti-eco 7-4, and we're basically back to just like an even game at that point.
There's a way in. Outside smoke's being put down. Notsuke doesn't seem like he's going to stick around and stay interested. He instantly rotates towards Heaven to support this A bomb site, and that's currently the right read. Tomazin, though, he's going to get sent down on rotation because of that. Lexi, currently the only real main defender, as his other players aren't directly in his vicinity. Notsuke, good spam damage, but Lexi's going to get really careful over towards A, and Notsuke luckily drops in the nick of time, it appears.
Oh, himself in reverse of nearly cross paths there. Smoke will separate them for now. Crew winding the clock down, setting themselves up for that big burst into the A-bomb site, maybe giving Riggy some time to cook in secret as well. Still an incendiary here for Lexi. He's done a good job of holding on to that piece of utility for as long as he has to kind of delay proceedings even further. Good molly will force him out though. Steps might have been heard as he repositions, and Crew will part their way through secret down the vent into the B bomb site. Thomason's the only guy here, and he's surely been heard, so they should know he's on top of this catwalk.
Kaysen's here as well. Bomb drops. They have to now commit towards the B bomb site despite them picking off rotations from A. Timo's also here to join the fun. Thomason just manning down this fort so admirably. Misfit, the one player we highlighted as a very deep fragger for Crew, nowhere to be seen in this round. He's over towards secret, and he's going to be forced to save as a pretty cool gimmick goes very awry.
Yeah, like you say, getting that kill on Noct there, they may wanted to have actually tried to use that a bit more favorably, but unfortunately doesn't materialize. Crew call for a timeout. Have got a buy in the bank, but if they lose this, 10-2 is ripe for the taking there for BESTIA. Reverse of yet to frag, by the way.
Yikes. You said, I think, what, like third round about him maybe being a little bit difficult when it comes to fragging?
It's just not always been that way. It just feels like it's a more recent kind of issue. I always thought it was like a 1.0 kind of rating type of IGL. Like, what was his rating in 2024, for example? That would be interesting to see.
Why don't you take a look? Why don't you take a trip down memory lane?
So in 2024, he was 0.97. Kind of speaks volumes to what I'm saying. He's had like a 10% drop off since then. When you're already down at that point, you can't afford to lose 10%.
Okay, Crew felt like they ran out of strats in the second, on the third gun round, I think it was. So we're going into now the final stages of this first half, and they're going to try go for a split onto A with a main prong, and that main prong might actually be the golden ticket. He's able to shoot Tomazin in the side of the head, and it's actually just flawless from Crew.
That's exactly what they needed. What a response, man. What a fantastic response here from Crew to make sure they keep themselves in the contest. And going to be a bit of a broken buy that BESTIA pieced together in the last round of regulation last round of the first half, rather. Getting a bit ahead of myself. Sorry, I skipped one page forward on the script, guys.
Naughty boy, naughty boy.
This ends OT, just for anybody who's wondering.
If Crew get 4 here and win second pistol round, all of a sudden, a very disappointing first 9 rounds or so redeemed.
Yeah, it becomes an open playing field at that point once again if they can make that happen. When you go back in towards ramp, there is a crossfire set up between Casson and Timo. So BESTIA pretty well poised to deal with what's coming their way, able to avoid the flashes initially. Timo doubles down, finds a third. Brilliant work from Timo, because Casson goes down empty-handed, but Timo finds 3.
He's done it before on ramp, and he'll do it again. To put the finishing touches, put a bow on the nice little cake of a BESTIA CT side. 6 losses in a row on Nuke. They're looking to end that streak here as they find 9 at the half. Can they just keep it up on the T side?
Second half going to get underway off the back of BESTIA performing very well on their CT side, getting 9 out of the 12 rounds. If they win the pistol, I think they put this map to bed. If they haven't already, I guess.
Little kiss on the forehead. Sing him a little lullaby.
What a treat.
That's what every man wants. What's the plan? T-side pistol. Cross smokes outside. P250 pinging through the woodwork. And Notsuke also shifting down. But it's all a ruse. It's a lie. A fugazi. Because the main hit's coming through ramp. And Reversive's right into it. He's come over to join his pal Trindad. There's 2 players man in the fort over there. Laser's also down towards Secret. It's only a matter before this round erupts and Laser kicks off the proceedings with 2 delightful headshots. This then just tunnel visions BESTIA. All have to go through ramp into these welcoming arms. It's a nice opening kill for Lexi, but these dual bros on Laser, they ain't finished. They still hungry and they've already collected 1 dink. But the bomb, it's diverting. It's pivoting.
Have they clocked it? They have. Misfit's been able to make his way back up the vent into Squeaky, so at least they've got a player now in on the bomb site. Yeah. Not going to be able to deny the bomb plant, which for Bestia at a minimum, considering they lost the first... Oh, wait. Hang on.
So the bomb's been dropped. No one's dropped with it.
You've got to punch in the digits, boys. You don't... That's not how we plant bombs in Counter-Strike. There we go. All right, Timo. Activates the C4. Shouldn't be much of a chance here in this 2 versus 4, though. I mean, 2 sets of Julies. Player hut, player vent, player main. Timo will just tap out 2 versus 2. All of a sudden, there's legs to this one. Oh, it's happening. And it's happened. That's a disaster. And those shots from Timo were something else.
Oh my goodness gracious. From just, in my opinion, a pretty poor round. Also, with just an unfortunate beginning where, like, they walk into Laser. Laser does fantastic, right? Gets 2.5 kills. And then, yeah, those shots coming out from Timo are just breathtaking. They really set the world on alight. And Crew, I think they've had a fire set underneath them as they're now down by 7 rounds. They've got shotguns, MP9s, 5.7s to try and redeem just a morsel of hope.
I wish they'd ecoed here, man. I mean, I know that no one wants to go down 11-3, but it means if they lose this force buy, they're not going to get gun round before Bestia are up to map point. Get that they're trying to get ahead of the game a bit more by committing to the force, but it's your map pick. Would have liked to have seen them have 1 roll of the dice with a proper gun run before Bestia get up to 12 so we can kind of see what they're about.
What? Sorry, did you see how far that shotgun kill was?
Yeah, I think Thomason had been tagged up quite a lot. Certainly did help. Reverse have yet to get a kill. I'm still just going to point that out. He's 0-11. He's played 14 rounds of Counter-Strike here on Nuke. Nice kill there from Lexi. Doubles down. Force buy completely unsuccessful. And, I mean, do they just keep forcing at this point? Like, do you eco and then try play from 12-3?
Also, how's Lexi still alive?
Me no know.
Me no know. Me no know.
No, genuinely, I have no idea. But yeah, great work from him. I mean, what an opportunity for Lexi, right, Freddie? He's only played, I think, like 5 or 6 officials on HLTV for Bestia Academy. So obviously they're playing games outside of HLTV, but what a big step up for him now, getting to rub shoulders with the main team, just be a part of the systems, hear the way they can communicate, the way they handle situations, the way they go about their business is only going to add a whole lot of experience to his repertoire.
Yeah, so he played... So he's listed as Brazilian.
Yeah, he is.
But Bestia Academy is also Argentinian. So that leads me... Well, it's 3 Argentines, an Argentine coach, and 2 Brazilians. That leads me to believe he's probably speaking Spanish. Yeah, he's played six best of 3s for Bestia Academy in 2 CCTs at the end of last year. So it's been like a full year since he's played on HLTV.
How old is he?
He's 20.
Look at that. Okay. All right.
He's they only got 1 map across those 6 games, but he played all right. I just wonder what he's been doing for the past year. I mean, he's on Bestia Academy. They're probably playing... The issue is actually, with a team like Bestia, even though they're top 10 in the region, if you compare the differences between the structure of European Counter-Strike that have academy teams, even like Monty Gen and Monty, like Monty Gen could still play in CCTs or you're like United 21s or, you know, that type of stuff. And Monty were a tier 2 team. Bestia, they play
as much space in this region, right? To kind of have an academy team and a main team playing in these competitions. There's not as many events going around.
Especially when your main team isn't a tier 1 team. Even then, MIBR's played in these. You know, like, this is a route to qualify for Pro League, so teams like MIBR have also competed and played in it. Yeah, so it actually kind of removes a big area for academy teams to play.
Maybe that's why we haven't seen all that match of him over the past couple of months, 11, 12 months kind of thing. Either way, I have been impressed by him so far. Like, I'd say he's passed with flying colors. Actually, I'd go so far as to say that with his stand instance so far.
Is it not
BESTIA.
easy to sit here with like rose-tinted glasses that they've won 12-3, he's held his own?
But even yesterday as well, not only today, even when I saw him yesterday against Dashkins, like he was in some difficult moments, played some difficult positions where he had like really important multi-kills on the B-bomb side of Ancient. So I think combining that in as well, not just what he's done today, as Nocte will cancel out that opening kill with the frag back through the smoke. BESTIA have got 9 opportunities to finish off the job here on Nuke.
Is it going to be now? Kaysen is making a good case for it. Misfit, lucky to be alive with that AWP. Back down to 21 HP. And, well, this is the perfect slowdown. Misfit is now being backstabbed. They might not expect Notsuke to be here with pace. That's kind of the key thing. Never mind, Misfit turns around on a sixpence and has his number. That is also the bomb. What has it been with this game and bombs being dropped in obscure places? But that was basically the kill that keeps Crew's head above the water.
Yeah, Thomason would love a ladder right now to try and climb up to heaven. Failing that, there should be no chance for him to win the round. He has had a hell of a game so far at 18-5. Shot missed there from the AWPer, but there's a two-man setup here towards outside. Thomason, oh my goodness, kind of unfortunate not to actually get that kill. He'll find Misfit, who really tries to force it, boys. Do you know who you're clutching up against right now? No need to give up these fights unnecessarily. Problem is he's trying to work against the time as much as this 1 versus 2. And, I mean, that alone probably means this is impossible. Yeah. Job done. Crew will survive for one more round at least.
Does it matter that only 2 players survived? No, they've still got the ability to buy for everyone.
Come on, Reverse. If we can't end the map without a kill, mate, we're all rooting for you.
Sorry, I actually just completely forgot that he also still has 0 kills. Like, I just check in every now and again. And it's just like, oh, yeah, still.
That hasn't
0.
changed. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Look at the side of BESTIA, everybody on double digits at a minimum. Thomason looking to try and get up to 20
Everyone's had a good round.
Yeah, exactly. All had their meaningful contributions.
I think we said Kaysen's been doing badly. He's still 10-9.
Yeah, it was more just like the missed shots we saw out of him that were a bit concerning. He actually has had a bit of a dip off in form. I think when I checked yesterday, it was 1.03 in the past 3 months, and Caston's better than a 1.03 rating. So hopefully, maybe like it's just a temporary struggle for him and not a sign of a longer struggle. BESTIA have got everything they need here. 4 AKs, max 10, looking to try and breach in towards the safe bomb site, keeping things simple and direct. Reversive will get an opening kill. Love that for him. Laser doubles down. He's out of ammo, though should be out of health. He is, but in the meantime, Thomason has been dropped, so it's just Timo left remaining. A bomb plant would go a long way.
What's he cooking up? Doesn't go for the bomb plant, chooses to wait. Smoke in heaven. Riggy elevating his position, top hut. He is able to identify that the bomb is certainly not being planted. This is a weird ring around the rosies now, because Timo, if I'm not mistaken, probably could get down vent unnoticed.
No, down hut.
Okay, yeah. I was going to say, like, does Rigi look down? Does Timo look up? If you're Timo, you're never expecting someone to be on top hut there. And that's a good round, especially coming out from Laser, who is benched but still playing for the VRS core. It says on Liquid, it says on HTV he's got a Kazakhstani flag, which is, I don't know how if I should believe that or not.
That is interesting.
Eduardo Chechkin.
Yeah.
Chechkin,
okay.
That's a Kazakhstani surname.
Didn't that used to be his name? Like Chechkin? Didn't he then change it to Laser, I think? I don't know.
Wikipedia is good for these things.
I mean, Eduardo is definitely not a Kazakh name.
But then Chechkin's definitely not a Argentine name.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
That is family.
He's definitely Kazakhstanian.
Yeah, but he probably moved to Argentina when he was
so his real name in Cyrillic, he's got it like on Wikipedia, and his Romanized name is also not spelled. It's like TSSEKIN, and the S's have little squiggles at the bottom.
So you're not even going to attempt to pronounce it as what you're saying?
Well, it's still, I think,
know where to start, right?
I think it's still, yeah, well, the Cyrillic.
Probably.
But I think
right, well,
it's been Romanized on Wikipedia and then HLTVized.
Who are putting in a bit of a dent here, at least showing that they've got something to work with. This is why I was saying they should have just full saved in that second round of the half instead of gone for the force spike. Because look at their gun rounds. They look pretty damn good, man. Like, they're looking quite convincing. Should have tried to get the gun round going as soon as possible and not opted for that force spike. Oh, okay, Misfit, I tell you what, that wasn't far from connecting. Crew are just going to frustrate Bestia for a bit here as they continue to hold on.
Is the comeback possible?
I mean,
the conversation
right.
started. I don't think it is possible, but the conversation started. Also, the conversation of Crew just waking up for Ancient. However, does that matter? This is Crew's map pick after all of Nuke. They're going on to Ancient. That's a pretty good map for Bestia. That, in my eyes, just kind of signals a 2-0. But I've been here before with Bestia, so I feel like I never want to sing before. It ain't over till Fat Lady sings. I try to do something there.
That's all good, man. There was some entertainment value nonetheless. Just at your expense, but that's all good. Sometimes it be that way. Don't count your chickens before they hatch, is what Freddy's trying to say here, basically. 5 more chances. There were 9 chances at one point for Bestia. They've squandered 4 of them so far. Don't expect them to finish off the job here, but there is still a bit of a chance. Tech9's trying to breach their way in right now. First frag found onto reversive laser, completely blinded still. Somehow actually able to get a kill before he goes down, but Timo now gets them a man advantage. Oh, Trinidad desperately trying to force himself back in, but why didn't he wait for Misfit? Misfit was setting up the flashbang for you, Trinidad. Why have you gone ahead of the util?
Bought 1v3 from heaven? I'm not thinking so,
Maybe.
but that is a shot that makes me excited. Timo replaces his fallen teammate, and Timo, who got a very clinical kill through the smoke in main with a deagle, ends up putting the cherry on top. The conversation and the book was open for a potential comeback, and literally, as we mentioned it, Bestia slammed it shut.
I mean, how was that pistol round, right, from Bestia? They were never supposed to open up with a pistol round here in the second half. It was incredible from Timo. I think he ended the map with 18 kills. Did he get a quad kill?
18, yeah.
So he gets a quad kill in this round. That's a fantastic return from him. Oh, no, never mind. He gets the 2-piece in that last round. Anyway, regardless, very good work from Bestia, looking cool, calm, and composed across the board. And that was their opponent's map. I mean, Nuke has been a very good map in the past for Bestia, not so much as of late, but that was a convincing performance as they now go up 1-0 with their map to follow.
Sometimes you gotta pray for a victory. Yeah, I'm overzealous when I'm thinking about the cash flow. I never had no handouts, just came natural. I've been tested so much, all these wrestlers nice. All these different situations that I've been through. I seen pain trying to creep in through the window, but now I'm sliding through the hood in a benzo. You gotta separate yourself just to elevate. I keep some drink in my cup to see through the hate. Sometimes on the road to glory, you gotta press the brakes. I got a lesson plan for all my past mistakes. I swear I'm proud of all my best and my worst days. Proud of all my feet when I touch the ground. Front of 80 Beijing, man, they know the sound. I know I made mistakes, but my mama proud. Fans scream my lyrics out in the background. They ain't know me then, but I'm hot now. They say life's a gamble, you gotta roll the dice. I risked a lot of different things just to live this life. It's life down bad, you gotta pay the price. I've been through hell and back, just to live this life. They say life's a gamble, you gotta roll the dice. I risked a lot of different things just to live this life. When you down bad, you gotta pay the price. I've been through hell and back just to live this life. I'm faced with a lot of different choices these days. Do a rock and roll Lex account of Blueface. The whole world know my name off a mixtape. I still got the same brothers since 6th grade. G-Wagon red seats, we on Biscayne. Trips to the Florida Keys, we imported these. Thanking God for the life he afforded me. All this jewelry on my body, I could like the hood. I need a brown skinned chick just like Megan Good. Holding up every promise that I ever made. Music in the background, it's a serenade. Been rapping 10 years, boy, this ain't a phase. I paid dues, paid rent, and I stayed the same. I had teardrops running down my face. I've been through a lot, I had real pain. But thank God, cause we really on a better days. They say life's a gamble, you gotta roll the dice. I risked a lot of different things just to live this life. When you down bad, you gotta pay the price. I've been through hell and back just to live this life. They say life's a gamble, you gotta roll the dice. I risked a lot of different things just to live this life. When you down bad, you gotta pay the price. I've been through hell and back just to live this life. What's a life without sacrifice? Sometimes you gotta thank God and just roll the dice. Pacino.
The road to the top is a riddle. What will be my destiny? Money and fame are awaiting, but not enough is raining on me. Maybe I should give it all up feet, this is a shakedown. Order up that beat just like it's takeout. Show me you got soul inside those new shoes, and you can rock and roll with an attitude. So good, so fresh, just the way you like it. Just the way you like it. So good, so fresh. You're the new MC, you got the remix. Keep it on repeat, just let the beat kick. Everywhere you go, you bring a roof down. Everybody knows you got your own sound. So good, so fresh, just the way you like it. Just the way you like it. So good, so fresh. Yeah, you like it, the way you like it. Oh, yeah, you like it, the way you like it now. Yeah, you like it, the way you like it. Oh, so good, so fresh. Get up on your feet. Show me you got soul. Just the way you like it. So good, so fresh. Just the way you like it. So good, so fresh. Get up on your feet, this is a shakedown.
Ready, kids?
It's a good day in the office for Bestia so far. They're in the lower bracket semi-finals of the ESL Challenger League Season 50 South American Cup 4, the final one. They are the only team still standing who have won a cup, and if they win this cup, that means they'll go straight through to the grand finals of that regional final, and they basically miss out a best of 3. But to do so, they have to win 4 best of 3s on the trot, and this is the first step, and they've already won their opponent's map pick, and pretty handedly.
I'd say the only team they wouldn't be favorites against would be 9Z out of the teams left remaining in the competition. Like, Sharks would be a tough game for them as well. What do we have on the other side of the lower bracket? It's, Bounty Hunters against Shinden. I think they'd win both of those games. So I actually think there is a pretty conceivable...
Already lost to Shinden.
Yeah, I know, but I don't think... I'm not saying it's an unlosable game, but I still think that I'd take Bestia as my favorites if they played Shinden. And, see, I'm just saying I don't think it's inconceivable for them to actually get the win here in Cup 4 and then get that spot straight into the grand final.
Yeah, I mean, they've lost to Sharks in a CCT recent. Like, I
didn't say they can't lose these games. I just said I think they'll be the favorites. Ready?
I think they'd be... Yeah, it's to be honest, with these teams, it's a bit of a weird point in like the whole South American region. Similar to Europe, right? Like for these teams, they didn't make the majors, so it's like okay, got to keep on pushing. We had that crazy push. It's kind of quieting down almost for the end of the year for some of these teams, I can imagine. But
even
don't
for
want
us,
to rest
right?
too much. Yeah, it's for everyone, you know, like December's a quiet time of year in Counter-Strike if you're not part of the major cycle.
That's true.
And so for the rest of the other a billion teams, it's pretty chill. For Crew though, this is their best placement in a ESL Challenger Cup with this core, and they're actually removing this core, right? Like they're not playing with Laser. They have to use him because the VRS core.
And he was their best player on Nuke.
Well.
Yeah, honestly, like that's a bit of an indictment about the form of the rest of the team. I mean, Misfit certainly had some big moments, very flashy with the AWP, but just left things way too late there, did Crew in the first map. What ended 13-7, they were down 12-3 at one point. Bestia got across the line, which means they lead the series 1-0. Now coming into their map pick of Ancient, they're in control here, man. And this is yesterday as well. Sorry, just by the way, against Dashkins, they did play Ancient yesterday. Okay. I think it was Dashkins' pick, and then Bestia had picked us too. Just quickly go back and confirm. Yes, that was the case. But Lexi was the B anchor on this map on the CT side, and he did a very good job. So just keep an eye on that again.
Oh, wow. Okay, so both teams having pretty decent success on this map in this tournament. Crew against Odic. That's a pretty big victory, 13-4. Odic also didn't... Yeah, so Odic missed the major they were 11th. Bestia were 10th. Red Canids were... Bestia were 12th. Red Canids were 10th. Or something like that, I can't remember. Bestia missed out just a little bit. So both teams have had pretty good success on this map in this tournament so far, but Crew, I think, understandably come in a little bit worse for wear after Nuke. That was just a really disappointing performance from start to finish. There's really no silver linings. Like, sure, they won a few consolidation rounds towards the end. Misfit was maybe hitting a few nice shots. Did Reversive get a kill in the end? Okay, he got 5 kills in the last, 4 rounds or whatever. So, nice. He got a 0.36 HLTV rating. Congrats. But Tamazin was just farming. Timo was they were just walking into his crosshair. These guys weren't missing shots, and Crew, they weren't doing anything admirable.
Yeah, nothing really that kind of leads us to believe, okay, there's legs to this. There's a very good chance they could force a third. I mean, there is a chance, but I just wouldn't call it a good chance. I think, especially based off what I've seen from Bestia between yesterday with their win over Dashkins and in today's game as well with the first map on Nuke, I'm very convinced. I'm quite high on the supply here from Bestia, and I think they should be able to get themselves into what would be the lower bracket final if they win this, right? Consolidation final after that, and then grand final thereafter. So like you said, they'd have to win 4 best-of-3s, including this one. Play against the winner between Shinden and Bounty Hunters in the next round, and then loser between 9Z and Sharks after that. That's the path they have ahead of them. But I think that this is going to be 9Z's cup, honestly.
Yeah, I am a really big fan of Sharks. I don't know why. I love a bit of Max Core. I love a bit of Kafolo. I love his kind of trajectory from this flashy AWPer on Isurus. Remember when they came to Europe in 23 and they were just taking names, and Kafolo was just answering to nobody, and now he's a rifling IGL and still shooting hard, and Max Core coming in.
I really like RDN on that team as well.
Yeah, RDN Zhao, big name. Sharks is a team that I would personally have as a kind of watch out next year, watch out for the next major cycle. If this team continues to play at the level that I perceive them to be, then I think they've got a very bright future, and a spot in Pro League specifically could be kind of their big breakthrough moment, because right now they're waiting for that. They can beat Imperial on LAN, they can beat Nazi on LAN, they can beat Bestia on LAN, they can contend against Fluxo on LAN. When's their big breakthrough?
Even Koala's been a great find for that team as an anchor, because I think this is his first proper professional team, and he's really come into his own for Sharks. Oh, I lie. He's played heaps before then on other teams, but that was his first like notable team. He's only 20, so he wasn't really like on the radar. Like, he hasn't played heaps. He's been in teams. Either way, yeah, exactly. I am. You're right. Either way, I can distract everybody with the game of Counter-Strike. We're live here on Ancient Bestia, looking to try and head in towards the speed bomb site. They've got all 5 players gravitating in this direction, but Crew are pretty well set up to deal with what's coming their way because they've got 3 players here of their own.
Ooh, they're going down into them though. The city side, they are being held, and okay, Timo is a
honestly
god. Apparently, he is just divine. This is biblical what he's putting down on the server right now. All 3 kills so far for him in this round. Cast your mind back to the second pistol round on Nuke, and he's just disposed of them in the exact same way.
Yeah, and far more convincing fashion in the sense that they didn't have to go down to a 4 versus 2 for Timo to then have to activate and just destroy Crew. But he's on course for the ace here, just completely torn Crew a new one, who will now be 0-3 in their pistol rounds in the series. Oh, Timo might have the ace here. He's closing the door in on Laser. Does Laser look to try and save the Julies and back up into Timo? He does. Go on, lad. Do it. Oh, man. That's unfortunate. Doesn't really matter all that much. Obviously inconsequential. Lexi will die to the bomb, but the round will go the way of Bestia.
But did Bestia really win? Because Timo didn't get the ace. I actually say that Crew probably won it out because they denied it.
I mean, I'm not so sure I can get on board with that. I love you, Freddie. Always want to support you as much as I can, but I think you've gone a bit far with that one.
I'm trying to give him something, man. I'm trying to throw him a morsel of hope. It's only round 1, so don't want to count them out too early. I love this call from Bestia. Rush A. And even though Crew have taken mid control and they're about to take lane control, they will be on rotation, but they've only got 5.7s and MP9s. They're just going to run straight through this smoke. Lexi's thinking, so why haven't I been promoted earlier?
Yeah, very good work from him there to just shut down both of those players. That is round over. Immediately off the rip, Crew going to have to just accept their fate, head for the hills. And Bestia will make it a clean 2-0 start. I will say, like, with the way that they beat Dashkins yesterday, and if they can continue on the same trajectory that they're on here against Crew, these are very convincing wins for Bestia, and it's wins that prop them up because it shows that, yeah, we're still absolutely a tier above the rest of these teams, which is where they belong, right? Like, within their region. And hammering their opponents like Crew and Dashkins will just be like a good vote of confidence for Bestia, I reckon.
I think I mentioned a little bit earlier the skill disparity in this region. And it is very true when you look at these cups in South America. If you look at Europe, every team invited, even the lower ranked, you feel like they could definitely take a series, they could take a map. That isn't the same in this region. Like, I look at a Bestia and they've done it time and time again. They've been dropped into the lower bracket maybe a little bit earlier in every single cup, very early in the last one, literally the first round, and then they just go 13-4, 13-4 until they meet a harder opponent. I thought Crew was going to be that. Apparently not. Aguero and Messi sitting here crying. They're watching this game. If you don't know, Aguero owns Crew. Messi is like a part owner, which is really cool. And they're definitely watching this game right now.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They've got nothing better to do than tune into this matchup here. Nothing more iconic than the Aguero goal to have won the league for Man City. Yeah, exactly. Do not scratch your eyes.
I've got an interesting question for you.
Go for it.
CS commentary.
Yes.
In the last, since COVID, I think is a pretty good baseline, has moved away from the whoa when everything's like when something cool happens. It's turned into that kind of the almost like you drop a good little bar or whatever.
Wordplay.
Football and that sort of and traditional sport still certain, like, you know, don't scratch your eyes, that comes after or whatever, but it still is in that, like, you know, just shout their name. and it's still really hype, and it puts me in this really weird perplexion sometimes of just like, what's better, doing something cool, having this curated line, or just going Tomasi?
Depends how good you are. It genuinely depends. If you can have like a really good line off the back of a crazy play, then that will always transcend just shouting the player's name. But if you don't have something pretty decent, like if it's just a normal kind of like play-by-play line of casting, I think it's more hard to just shout the guy's name at that point. I mean, you often get the clips from South American football where they just go, "Go, go, 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 go." It's like, bro, what? Like, are you being paid to do that? Like, what's the skill? Could I not just
then everyone at home
watching the game and they could? I know, but it's such a. I guess it does kind of also fit football in the sense that it's one of the simplest sports in existence, and what makes it so popular. And so you kind of match it with the very simple approach in the excitement department as well.
I just find it really interesting because when I listen to that like Aguero goal, I'm like, or like, you know, the Dini, like Hulk, Dini, with the like penalty save into like the 94th minute winner. Okay, I've lost you there.
No, I'm still listening to you. I'm just trying to give it a think. I mean, I'm still not entirely sure. Like, I think there's a time and a place for both. I think there's a time and a place for both. It's probably how I look at it. I also just had a half a mind on the round here because Crew just going straight in towards the safe bomb site. They will lose a player in the process, but looks like they found themselves enough space for a plant, so Crew are going to have to retake.
Yeah, that's actually a really big plant. Like, now that the bomb has gone down, you can see that Tomazin is able to activate and play the round. Issue is, Rigi shuts him right down. Kaysen, however, on the AWP, first gun round, he's brought it out and he's putting it to good use. He had a very slow nuke, all things considered. City side, they had 9 rounds. Kaysen didn't really actually aid in any of those. So to already see him on a map that is notoriously very difficult to wield that weapon on, he's already just single-handedly closed out this round.
And this is what he's capable of, man. He's got that really fast, flicky sort of style of AWPing where he can just take over games and just completely dominate his opponents. The problem is, like, live fast, die young is the way I would describe his AWPing. And he's been doing a lot more of the dying young and not so much of the living fast lately. Okay. But yeah, he has those moments. Post-plant with the AWP on the T side is where AWPers often do their best work. Haha, I said do. And now we start to enter some troublesome territory for Crew. One little fun tidbit is that, of course, both teams, I mean, normally an Argentinian call for BESTIA, not today, Argentinian call for Crew. Both teams have Brazilian AWPers, though, which is fun.
It's also cool, actually, to see so many of these Argentine teams because
really been cropping up lately, right?
It's all. I mean, the South American team has always been very Brazilian dominated.
Yes,
and then you have in Impact like a Brazilian team, but with an Argentine rifler who does really well, and they win the World Championship, and you have it in this region as well. Like, these Argentinian teams are that. There's not just like one player. I mean, sure, on Sharks, okay, it's kind of unique with like Max Core surrounded by Brazilians, but you have these teams that are like fully fledged Argentinian or other, and I think that is personally really, really cool to see just a development of this scene.
Yeah, I mean, what's the saying, like, iron sharpens iron? So with the Brazilian scene having developed as much as they did, that was always going to eventually overflow into the Argentinian scene as well, with them being in proximity of each other. So it is cool to see how that's kind of come to fruition. Even look at, like, the other countries like Chile, Uruguay. You could almost make a Uruguayan team at this point, which is like kind of...
Might not be good, but you can still make one.
Well, let's think. Timo, Zoc, Max from 9Z... There's 3 already. You got something off the back of those 3 players.
Is Max the IGL as well?
Yeah, he's the IGL of 9Z, has been for the longest time, right? DGT, so you could throw DGT in there, man. You got 4, I'd say, very good Uruguayan players.
You know, Timo. Have you seen? Did you have you realized he's like super green? Like he played his first HLTV official in Feb.
I didn't know that, actually. He was that inexperienced.
Like he qualified when they qualified for the Austin Major, RIP. He had like something like 40 to 60 maps on HLTV.
That's actually insane. I mean, he's so sharp. His mechanics are incredibly sharp. Look at the round here from BESTIA. They're going back into the A-bomb site again after drawing the attention in towards middle and Speedway with the utility, and then the presence there from Casson as well. And Crew have completely bitten down. They don't even have anybody in Donut. Now, Laser will venture in that direction, but it's going to have to be a retake from Crew to try and get their first run on the board. And I'm not sure. I'm so convinced that Thomason, will catch Laser. That basically just spoils any chance, surely.
They're still going to go for it. They're going to give it a good old college try. That smoke, though, probably will deny it. Luckily, they weren't going to go too far forward. They tried to use Rigi as a stopper coming through A main.
Oh, Timo's there, though. Sorry, mate.
He's still hanging around, but yeah, Timo's there.
I just saw Timo running at him, and I was like, no one's beating Timo and Jules at the moment. I mean, think about once the guy gets a bit more experience combined with his raw mechanical ability. We could see him like trend up into a 9Z or an Imperial or a Pain or something like that one day.
I don't think a 9Z is... 9Z is a weird one, because I guess it is technically a trend up, but it's like a small step upwards. I would say, yeah, like the Imperials. I'm looking at his Wikipedia, because when you look at Wikipedia, they have all maybe the qualifiers and the lower tournaments. Quite literally, first anything on Wikipedia 2024 September. Had to remember which one was the 9th month real quick. Yeah, September 2024 was his first anything on Wikipedia, and it was like an open qualifier.
Well, I mean, like I say, only gets me more excited for his future, honestly.
And he's been land tested now. Like, as I was saying, BESTIA have all these kind of like pretty decent results on LAN leading up to this point.
All right, well, Crew running out of time, and I was going to say, could still happen here because they kept a couple players alive in the previous. They were able to buy up around them. Maybe not completely round over as some of the previous have been. At least able to get a kill before both those players go down. And it's also Timo that they found. Problem is, it's like, there's a lot of other really good players outside of Timo as well. Notably, Thomason.
Yeah, I mean, like, Tino died, and there was instantly 2 trades. The one saving grace, though, I guess for Crew, is that BESTIA are faking out A. They're not putting all their resources. So Crew could just, like, snap up 2 kills, and then the bomb's not able to pivot towards B quickly enough. Lexi, though... He's going to spot them both out. He goes 1 for 1. It's a 3 versus 2. They've still got the man advantage. It's actually drawn Misfit away from B where he was stationed. So the bomb should be able to go.
Via timing.
But Thomasin's got smoke. So if I'm Thomasin right now, I'm dropping this smoke. Don't want to try and...
No need to risk it.
Dance with death. Yeah, don't need to risk it. He is risking it. Kaysen is coming to help him. It's and Misfit's in cave.
It's good news. This is the good news.
Might not expect Misfit in cave here, and he gets set on a light. Okay, BESTIA have got really lucky.
Yeah, they have. Like, that could have gone way worse for them. The fact that they get across unscathed into the B-bomb site, and then Misfit isn't able to punish. Okay, Laser, let's see what you're about here in the 1 versus 3. Unfortunately, not much. BESTIA just romping to victory. But this is quite spectacular indeed. 7-0. Manhandling Crew. Let's count up the kills here for Crew, Freddy. We're not very good at maths, but I think we can do this one. 2, 5, 7, 8, 10. They got 10 kills in 7 rounds. 10 kills across the board.
When at the very beginning, I only saw it today when they were looking at the old ESTA pages. It made me kind of reminded me of times like this. 10 kills combined by a team, losing to 4K Elo Russians in like your second game of Open.
You said it's when you were checking your match history?
You know, at the very beginning of the intro, and it was like looking at the old matches. Yeah. It was like I feel like Crew. It's ESEA. Domination happens at all levels. I've experienced it.
You love being dominated, Freddy.
Oh, especially by you.
What a treat that would be. Either way. Crew, unfortunately, I've misread this one, and Bestia are just hammering home on the A bomb site more often than not. Again, they venture in this direction. Deep smoke into Donut, CT smoke as well. Misfit's going to try and get ahead of the smoke, but then he will lose his head to Timo. Timo's headshot percentage must be around 60%. Like, I haven't actually checked, but I'm pretty certain about that. He just seems to
this
steal
game or in
headshots.
general?
In general, I'd even go so far. Come on, let's see.
I think you're putting it too low.
57.1
percentage. Can you check headshot percentage on HTV?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Of all time, 57.4.
What's it in the let's change that to like last 3 months. 57.1.
Much,
okay.
yeah. But you'll probably find that's the highest on the server. Thomason is 51.7 to put it in perspective for you. And Thomason is a beast. So Timo, like I say, he really is on that higher end.
Yeah, that's pretty mental to be like keeping that up consistently. Just throughout your whole career, from start to finish.
Yeah, true. Especially considering that they are playing teams like, you were saying earlier, Sharks, 9Z, MIBR, Ardic, Red Planets, Luxo. Oh, something gone on with the couple Argentinians. Lexi's disconnected as well. And that's a bit worrying that it's like 3 players disconnecting at the same time.
I'm going to make an executive decision.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that we should go to a break, just on the basis.
This is going to be a lengthy one.
I'm making an executive decision. If I'm wrong, call me out on it. But Hayes, I'm making this executive decision. It's going to be a long break.
In your way.
There 3 players instantly drop at the same time. That's not a good omen. So with that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go to that break, and when we're back, will Bestia continue their domination?
I'll keep going till my feet become blown. I'll keep going till my feet become blown. I'll keep going till my feet become blown. I'll keep going till my till my feet become.
Okay, well, the good news is that issue was resolved a hell of a lot quicker than what we had expected. Thankfully, I was right there with Freddy. I thought that would have taken quite a bit of time to get everybody up and going once again, but we're straight back into the action. And I think Bestia are going to be happy with that, right? Because it means that there's not going to be any outside factors detracting from their momentum.
Yeah, 100%. Just a small blink and you miss it. Grab a glass of water, able to refresh. And Bestia, this is, I like this. They just put an immense amount of control taken towards mid and A, and then they're already walking up A. Up B. So crew not really in position to fend off this contact play. It's a little bit dicey at times, but regardless, Bestia still coming out on the front foot with a 4 versus 2. Notsuke's lurk is unfortunately unsuccessful, but finally that bomb does get planted, and the post plants are just set up. Tomaz is actually just taking the fight to them. He's ahead of the rest of his teammates, and he's just hunting for these kills. He's currently going to end this round 9-3, and he was the star of the show on Nuke, and he's continuing that on Ancient.
Yeah, very impressive round there from Bestia. I like the way that they've changed up the approach as well now by kind of going in towards that B bomb side at the back of some util into middle, kind of conditioning crew. And is this game over already, Freddy? Even if this ends 9-3, maybe then there'd be a bit of a glimmer of hope for crew, but 9-3 will be difficult to realize from here.
On Nuke, we had the saving grace of just like, oh, well, crew are on T side. Don't really have that right now.
There's no redeeming factor here, right?
No. Simply put, crew have not come out to play today, and that is very disappointing. Misfit has not stepped up and played to the level that he has in this tournament. I think he was chilling on just below a 1-4 rating so far against some pretty good opposition. Like they played 9Z, Odic, Dusty Roots. Those are some pretty legit teams. Misfit was dropping some pretty big numbers, but has gone certainly absent. And no one has picked up pieces. Lexi is just fighting his way through. No respect given to the older guard, as that's a demanding advantage being grasped. But Trinidad finally some sort of retribution.
I don't know why Lexi pulled out his knife there. I was about to sing his praises about how electric he had looked in that round. Riggy ends up on top of Nocte, and finally crew are going to be able to open up their account here on the map. It's taken them 10 rounds, but they will get themselves a point on the board. Thought Lexi had done really well to get that opening kill in Cave, but then just an untimely moment that he pulls out his knife. A good double spray down there. I think it was Trinidad, right, who gets both those kills. And crew finish off the job.
That's a pretty nuts first round to be pulling out the hat. But it's a nice magic trick. Can they follow up? This is also a pretty nice gimmick. Riggy just being boosted onto lane. However, there's a smoke blocking his proceeding, and Kaysen's actually just got the opening kill onto the B bomb site. Finally, Riggy is going to have something to say in this round. Team flashes galore, and Trinidad doubles down. Thomasin, though, what a response. Deafening as he is able to equalize an even keel. Will he expect?
No way.
Laser so close in Cave. No way. Bomb dropped. Nosuke, a 1 versus 2 combination of just under 50 HP. This is so doable for the IGL. They're grouping together. Laser tagged down even lower. Bomb still on the site. That Molo is going to do so much work. Laser just sizzling, and he gets the final kill without even firing a shot.
I swear he should have been able to get out of that position without burning. Was he maybe a bit slow to respond? What a clutch from Nocte. He pieced that one together in his mind very quickly, because he knew initially Misfit was in towards middle, so he tries to isolate the jewels, but he can't get that kill quickly enough, so Misfit rotates across the perfect molly to disrupt both of those players. They were both pretty low on health as well. Oh man, that's just the worst case scenario for crew. Felt like that should have been their round. It isn't, and now they're down by 9, and we're still in the first half.
You know it's bad when the IGL's clutching up like that. Oh, this
Nocte
is just
styling on you.
Carpet of fire. This is real. Why is there not a long smoke? Okay, that's why. Because Timo just...
They want a duel, bro. Yeah,
they just want to fight
them.
And okay, apparently so is Riggy. Why not? Just flash through the short smoke. You're 10-1 down. You may as well. And Timo, you're talking about the headshots. He's dishing out haircuts left, right, and center. Misfit, blinded, nowhere to go. They are giving him some kills. Surely not a 1v4. Surely not, right? He has no kits. They're now starting to play a little bit more reserved. Kaysen was cruising for a bruising, but this is looking like an 11-1 half. A tap to the head, and Bestia, they are setting their sights on potentially another cup win in South America.
till my speaker come. I'll keep going till my speaker come blow. I'll keep going till my speaker come blow. I'll keep going till my speaker come blow.
Sometimes you gotta pray for a victory. Yeah, I'm overzealous when I'm thinking about the cash flow. I never had no handouts, just came natural.
Nine was the number of headshots Timo got out of the 13 kills in that first half, as we just continue to highlight his prowess and how strong he's been shooting lately. Bestia, 11-1 up, job as good as done. Now just about putting the finishing touches on this map, and with that the series, they're stacked up on the B-bomb side, exactly where crew are headed. There's another one for Timo. Thomason with the Julies looking to boss the round out, and Freddy, it's over before it's even begun. I actually genuinely wanted to throw to you before starting the play-by-play, but it was just like all over the bomb site, so I couldn't help it.
It's just the fact that Timo hits that first headshot. Like, so second pistol round of Nuke, he is the main reason why they win a 2v4.
Sure.
First pistol round in Ancient, he gets this just like genuinely bamboozling 4K. It's like, oh, okay. They all died. Like 5 bullets, I think. And he's just done it again there. Not to win the round outright, but he sets off his team on a pretty good precedence. Thomason, no kill, but it's so much damage as crew. They have to force up. It's do or die. And not skate.
No.
Okay, I mean, you know what? Fair enough.
How's he gotten the dink out of that? He's walked into 3 players. I know.
They weren't ready for that.
All right, well, a man advantage for crew, but they're still at a disadvantage in the round because 3 of the 5 players don't even make up half health, or at least barely make up half health between them. Sneeze on them and that would be enough to take them down. You don't need headshots here, Timo. Body shots should be enough. Are you lagging a bit, Freddy?
A little bit, yeah.
Looking a bit jittery on your side right now? Or was that just for me? Because I'm watching a slideshow at the moment.
Deepest apologies for that, viewers at home. Nothing we can do about that, you know, stuff happens. Regardless though, a big congratulations to Bestia as they closed out Ancient. What was it, 12-1? It was
13-1 the map ends, yeah.
Sorry, 13-1, that's the final score, because that's how Counter-Strike works.
The thing is,
it is.
I just don't understand, like, how they've done it made it look so easy. Even that last round as well, there was so much damage done to 3 of the 5 players. There's still a man advantage, so it's kind of unfortunate that we don't get to see exactly what happens. Maybe we can keep an eye on like the kill feed, the scoreboard on HLTV and see if it eventually catches up, but that was just...
4v5.
Yeah, it was a 4v5, I guess. I just would have liked to have seen. Does Teemo get more headshots? Like, what actually happens? How easy was it for them? But, I mean, the series at large, and in particular in that second map, I mean, BESTIA just completely outclassed Crew. That was like boys against men kind of stuff. And they get themselves through to the lower bracket final as a result.
Yeah, honestly, a pretty...
okay, so down to a 1v1.
Thomason gets 2, Thomason clutches. I think that's poetic. He ends 15-6. He had a supremely kind of crazy series. You know, we were looking at Teemo, but Thomason for me kind of stole the cake across the whole game, and he is also in this tournament. I assume it's going to go up once HLTV updates, but he's currently sitting as the 3rd highest rated player in the 4th and final South American Cup in this season 50 of ESL Challenger. He's got a 1.4 rating, 3rd highest. He's having a pretty fantastic time. We've been singing his praises the whole broadcast, rightfully so, and BESTIA, they go forward now to the lower bracket final. They are now 3 steps away from winning out the grand final, so I guess 2 steps away from the grand final. They'll be playing up against the winner of Shinden Bounty Hunters. They've already played Shinden so far in this tournament, and that's why they're in the lower bracket. They lost to Shinden, which was, in my opinion, a big upset. Another Argentinian team, but one would say not on that same level. And currently, that best of 3, Shinden won map 1, but Bounty Hunters, they're up 7-3 on map 2.
I mean, that Shinden team actually are very good. So I don't think that it's a guarantee that BESTIA would get revenge if they do have that rematch. But I do still back BESTIA to make their way through the lower brackets and then get to play against the loser between 9Z and Sharks, which would actually be a pretty good game. But yeah, BESTIA already have got themselves that spot into the regional finals locked in. This is about now trying to go one step further and go straight through to the grand final. But I've been very impressed by BESTIA from what I've seen in the past 2 days. I mean, completely destroyed Crew here, demolished Dashkins yesterday as well. They hadn't played any Counter-Strike for 2 weeks before these matches, and maybe that break has served them well because they've come back with a bang.
Yeah, I think that break, I mentioned it slightly, of the post-major run, every team that didn't make it, it's kind of just like, maybe let's take a break, you know, traveling across the continent, playing loads of online games. Maybe it's good just to take a moment to breathe. And BESTIA are doing that. And even without Loot Job, even with an academy player, they really are playing to the level that we expect. But with that in mind, our broadcast is closed for the night. Come back tomorrow for that lower bracket grand final, and keep an eye on who BESTIA will be competing against. My name is Freddie Okamurana. I've been joined by the one and only Hayes. Thank you very much for tonight. Good night and God bless.
ESL presents ESL Challenger League in partnership with Intel, Acer Predator, DHL, and Qiddiya.
It starts with a dream, with a team you barely know, in an amateur official that feels like the grand final, where practice becomes progress, and every loss feels like a lesson. When will your journey begin?
Here's to the challengers, the ones who don't just settle for decent elo, but hunger for something more. The ones who don't just queue for another match, but prepare for war. You can doubt them, overlook them, even count them out, but you can't stop them.
Right now, I'm with Dupree, who I can see has got tears.
While others play for fun, they play for legacy. This is ESL League, where challengers take their first step.
Damn, guys, we almost had this.
Thank God that's over.
Bored of endless matchmaking? Take your first steps towards EPL, experiencing real strategies against teams of your skill. Learn more at fce.gg/EPL.